This week, Bigfoot Sightings of Ohio. Hello and welcome to those endless mysteries. This week we are in the Buckeye State. That's right, Ohio. There is a lot of sightings in this state. They even have their own name for the Bigfoot creatures in this state. It goes way back, the Ohio Grassman. So let's jump right into it. This first sighting report comes out of Houston County from August the 13th of 2017. It's not really a sighting, but evidence was found of a massive footprint. The witness states that her and her husband was walking a trail at Rockbridge State National Preserve when they moved to the side to let some fellow hikers walk on through. When she noticed a big footprint just on the other side of the trail. We took some pictures and got stuff to make a cast of the print. Now here are the pictures that they took, thanks to the BFRO website. Now in this first picture, you can see the size of this print. This is a very large print, or someone has some small feet. Now in this picture, again, it gives you a sense of just how big it is and the kind of terrain in which it was found in. So good work to the camera operator. Now in this picture, you can see where they cast it. And they have put a tape measure next to it so you can again see just how big this one is. Now this final picture shows the final product of their hard work. And they gave some measurements under this picture on the BFRO website, stating that the print was 15.5 inches long, with the ball of the foot being 7.5 inches, while the heel is 4.5 inches wide. I hope you like this one. Now this next sighting comes out of Fairfield County from December the 20th, 2019. The witness states that her and her husband was driving home on Winchester Southern Road heading towards State Route 22 around 9 p.m. on December the 20th of 2019. It was completely dark outside by this time. She states they were going around 60 miles per hour and that her husband was on high alert for deer. She said that they were just talking as they approached a right-hand turn off to Wingolf Road. Now, her husband fell silent as he saw a large, very tall bipedal creature running towards the road from the left-hand side. Within a second, she also noticed the creature running towards the road. As it entered into the headlights, this creature came within 2 to 3 feet of the driver's side window. Now, comparing where it came up to on the truck, they say that the creature had to be at least 8 feet tall. She says that the creature was slightly slouched while it was running, and it still was a head taller. She states that the creature's head and shoulders were dome-like shaped, and that it had blondish red fur. Now, extra statement from the interviewer states that they measured the height of the truck, and it stood 7 foot 6 inches tall. So if the truck stands 7.5 feet tall, then that creature must have been closer to 9 or over. Due to that, it was running slightly slouched. Wow, now that's a big boy. So what did you think about this sighting? Drop me a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can keep up with all of our latest videos. And if you like this video so far, then give us a big thumbs up. So moving on, we have another sighting report. This sighting comes out of Claremont County from April the 21st of 2018. The witness states that around 10 p.m. that their dog was out near the front of their property, which is just across the street from the East Fork State Park woods. that the dog was barking his head off at something. Now, the man says his dog will bark a lot, but that tonight's bark was different. Like he was trying to let the whole world know that there was something over there. So he grabbed his high-powered flashlight. Now his dog remained focused as he stared at something across the street. So he shined his light between some trees. Then he could see some bright eye shine right back at him. Not the reddish that he had read about, but a bright bluish white eye shine. This is when his wife came out and said that it was just an owl. But the more he thought about the way his dog was acting, the more he began to think that it wasn't just an owl. Now this is the point where he went inside to get a BB gun. The witness stated that he didn't own a real gun at the time, and that a BB gun wasn't any protection at all. So he opens up the front door and aimed at the eyes. He said that he didn't think that he hit anything, but after 1 or 2 seconds, he definitely heard something take off, crashing through the woods. From right to left, with his dog keeping barking and stayed focused on whatever was crashing to the left. Even when the crashing went silent, his dog kept focused on something moving to the left. His dog kept barking as ferociously as ever, as it was running towards where the animal or creature was moving. He says that his dog ran about 30 to 40 feet, and that he thought whatever it was that was in the woods moved about 100 to 150 feet in the same time. He states that his dog's gaze remained focused on a section of woods just about 15 feet left of his driveway. Now this is where the witness seems to think that the creature turned and ran deeper into the woods. He states that he is 95% certain that he shined his flashlight into the eyes of a Sasquatch that night. So what did you think about this report? Drop me a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can keep up with all of our latest videos. Bigfoot Sightings of Louisiana. Hello and welcome to Those Endless Mysteries. This week we are in Louisiana in search of those Bigfoot sighting reports and news articles from this area. This first sighting report comes out of Grant Parish County from January the 21st of 2017. The witness states that he has heard lots of howls, wood knocks, and has seen eye shine on many occasions. He believes they have always visited the hardwoods across the street from his house. But since the recent logging of thousands of acres of pine forest in this area, he feels like they have taken up full-time residency of the hardwoods now. He says there is a large swamp that butts up against the hardwoods. He states that the night of January 21st had the most activity so far. He said he was making some calls off his front porch when he got some wood knocks coming back at him. Then his dog ran toward the activity. The man was calling his dog when the dog stopped barking and he couldn't hear him anymore. That's when he got up and grabbed a big stick and went toward where he had heard his dog. He said he wanted his dog back, and that's when he heard a wood knock come from the direction he was heading. "I want my dog back," the man yelled again. That's when he said he heard a chest beat and had a bluff charge. Then he made a loud roar and said again, "I want my dog back." This is when he heard a tree pushed over. So again he yelled, "I want my dog back." And he beat as hard as he could against a tree. He says he told them to back off and let his dog through. Again, he said, back off and let my dog through, and that him and the dog would go back home. Now he says they backed off and his dog came running to him. Then they went back home and went inside for the rest of the night. Now he sent in a picture with the report. So let's take a look at that. I can see what looks like a big game trail, or at least something has been moving in and out of this swamp here. So drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Now moving on, this next sighting comes out of St. Landry Parish from May the 11th of 2015. Now I'm going to be getting the story out of the follow-up investigation report because there is just more information in that report. It was Monday, May 11th, when the witness was standing on her front porch. There was a light rain. The witness was smoking a cigarette when she heard a high-pitched but short duration of a whoop near the tree line about 100 to 105 yards from her. Now, between her and the tree lines is a 1 to 2 foot tall meadow. She says the whoop caused her to drop her cigarette. As she bends down to pick up a wet cigarette, she hears a very low-pitched, deep, manly whoop, as she described it, from the direction she thought the last whoop had came from. At least they were close. Then she looks up and sees a 7.5 to 8 foot tall creature stepping out from the tree line. It used both arms to move small trees and bushes out of its way as it came out of the tree line. As the creature is stepping out, she says, she could see the thigh muscles flexing. Its hair was dark brown in color. She states that the hair wasn't like fur, but just really hairy. She says she could see skin under the hair in many places. It had shorter hair as it went around the head and over the top, but said the back of the head it was longer. She also said that the creature was very muscular and she didn't notice the neck. It immediately took 5 long steps and went back into the tree line. As it was walking, it swung its arms back and forth. The witness states that the oddest part of the whole event was that the Sasquatch never looked up at her, or the house, or the meadow. It just seemed to look at the ground. She thinks it looked down purposely the entire time. She felt it was letting her know that it wasn't a threat. Now, her husband investigated his wife's sighting. He went out to the area where the sighting was and tried to mimic the creature. There are a lot of sticker bushes there. I had to move around them, the husband said. So could this have been why the creature never looked up? Could he have been watching the sticky bushes, or the thorn bushes as I like to call them? While her husband was out there, the wife said that the creature was at least 2, maybe 2.5 times as wide as her husband. The husband is 5'11" and weighs about 200 pounds, and was sure the creature was 7.5 to 8 feet tall. There is a lot more to this sighting report. So if you would like to look this one up, it's on the BFRO website, report number 48665. So what did you think about this one? Drop me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can keep up with all of our latest videos. I usually do a news article from the state I'm looking into. I did find a few, but they are long articles, and I would rather spend the time on another sighting than these articles. I just don't like articles that seems to make fun of the report or the story someone is telling them. I don't do that and refuse to. I've never seen a Bigfoot, But who am I or anyone else to tell someone that they are crazy just because they've never seen one for themselves? These people truly believe in what they have seen. So I've decided to go and do some investigation for myself. I live in North Carolina, so I'll be going to the Pisgah National Forest to do these investigations. There are a lot of sightings that comes out of there every year, it seems. Maybe those endless mysteries might even do a live show, or at least a story about the hunt. So with that being said, I think I'm going to call this one done. So till next time, stay safe and have a great week. And thanks for watching those endless mysteries. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can keep up with all of our latest videos. Again, thanks for watching.